Welcome to Game Set Model, where I do my best to try to blend gaming and fashion by taking a beloved video game character and putting him or her into a appropriate or contemporary outfit. For today's episode, I wanted to tackle everybody's favorite treasure hunter, Nathan Drake from the Uncharted series. Now, I know I'm a bit late, being that the Uncharted movie's already been out, but ever since I saw the trailer, I knew I wanted to give it a shot, so let's see what kind of ideas I can conjure up. So before we get into it, let's talk about Drake. No, not that Drake, this Drake, Nathan Drake. To anyone who hasn't played the game, I highly suggest playing it. Should even watch somebody play it. It was made by Naughty Dog, and this franchise is definitely an experience to experience, I should say. I definitely recommend it, and although the movie is... Now obviously the franchise has a bunch of sequels, but for today's model I'm going to focus on Uncharted 2, 3, and 4 for inspiration of the outfit. After, I'll show you the model, I'll run through the outfit and give you some thoughts on my choices, and hopefully you see where I was going with it. But enough with the setup, YouTube algorithm doesn't really like that, so allow me to present Nathan Drake, fashion icon. Okay, now that we got the showcase out of the way, let's talk in depth about the inspiration behind Drake's look. So for the jacket, I decided to go with this sheepskin aviator coat. I wanted this to resemble and pay homage to Drake's jacket from Uncharted 2, specifically the chapter that takes place in Nepal. Shout out to my guy Tenzin, who looked out for Drake and gave him that jacket. And as soon as I saw the jacket, I knew that would be my starting point for this model of Drake. The jacket is rugged yet versatile for any outing, whether it's fighting demonic tribesmen in ice-cold caverns or just taking a leisurely stroll with Elena through the mountains of Nepal. This jacket is definitely this season's hot ticket item. Now, I grouped these two pieces together because I wanted to have cohesion with the entire fit, and I just always liked Nathan in black. So the top is a textured cotton turtleneck sweater. I wanted this material to be thick, obviously, since he's probably going to be wearing it in cold weather climates, which brings me to the slacks. Now, although they're not conducive to the cold weather,
fuck, it's cold!
I mean, they just look too damn good with the entire fit. I mean, it's a classic look, and I'm sure I could have gone with some jeans, but the black slacks just do it for me. Which, if I want to tie it all together, it brings me to Uncharted 3, where Drake is wearing a tux, and that's the only time in the series where we see him in a dapper manner. So I thought, why not bet on black like they did and have this for the stylish combo in the video. Black on black on black on black, man. To top it off with the core of the fit, I went with some black Chelsea boots. I actually modeled them off of a pair that I actually own. And fun fact, now that I think about it, Timberland actually made a collaboration with the Uncharted franchise and only made 20 pairs of these boots. I would love to find more information on them, but this is all I could find. But to go back to the boots, the Chelsea boots, in my opinion, they complete the look. And although he won't be scaling any mountains anytime soon, he's definitely going to stunt on Rafe in them. So I just had to go with these. Accessories, we don't really have too many, but the ones that we do have are pretty iconic to him. One is the obvious ring necklace that he carries with him in the game wherever he goes. And as far as a watch, I actually made a watch based off of the watch Tom Holland is wearing in the movie. It's a fossil watch that you can actually buy in real life. In fact, I'll make a list of the entire fit in case you want to purchase the outfit for yourself. But now let's move on to the nerdy part, the game specs of the model. Now for some game specs for all you numbers nerds out there. The Nathan model is roughly 74,000 polygons. The turtleneck, slacks, and shoes together make up roughly 13,000 polygons. The accessories are 28,000 polygons, and then we have the hair cards, which are 11,000, and finally we have the jacket itself, which is a whopping 128,000 polygons, which brings our entire count to roughly 255 polygons. So from what I've read online, this is a huge number and would be considered too big for a video game character. Character model with too many polygons, it would slow down the system, which is why most characters take between 10,000 to 100,000 polygons at most. Although at this point I have more of a statue instead of an actual model, I'm happy with what I have, and I hope to improve on my next model no matter how many grueling attempts it'll take. If there are any 3D enthusiasts out there who can give any tips, it'd be much appreciated. But you know, learning more about the process of making game-ready characters reminds me of how immensely talented video game character artists are, and more importantly, how long the process takes. I think we as consumers should appreciate the time it takes for these guys to create these characters and worlds for us to, you know, entertain ourselves. And I'm happy to see that the consensus around video game cultures is changing, specifically how everyone is willing to be patient for a polished game rather than, forcing developers to crunch and meet deadlines, which only leads to a half-baked product, which, reminds us of the quote by one of the GOATs: "A delayed game is eventually good, but a rush game is forever bad." Now, if only we could do the same with other mediums. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of the model and the series itself. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on it, and like always, good or bad comments are welcomed. I think I have an idea of the next character that I want to make, but let me know who else you'd like to see me create. Comment below or just reach me on Instagram at odycco or on Twitter. But overall, I hope you guys liked the video and I had fun with this and intend to do more. But for more content, feel free to like and subscribe. This is Ulysses with Odycco signing out. Take care, y'all.
We've only just begun.